Alright, so this here's MSI's budget gaming laptop, the Katana GF66, replacing the previous generation GF Thin to truly target gamers on a budget. I've been gaming with it for a week now, and even though this is an engineering sample, I've been truly amazed at what budget means and delivers nowadays. So people of the internet, I think MSI have figured out a laptop that is sleek enough for portability, performant enough for gaming, and awesome enough to keep your wallet happy. But for a true level entry gaming laptop alternative with the newest 11th gen Tiger Lake processors and GPUs from Nvidia's RTX 30 series, what can we get? Well, for starters, in this beautiful sleek Katana design, MSI have packed up an i7-11800H paired up with their top of the line RTX 3060 laptop GPU and a total of 16GB of RAM. The GF66 features a design resembling a katana with a great hinge mechanism that provides weight balance and a great screen to base separation for better cooling. The display, which stands at 15.6 inches for this model, delivers a full HD resolution with an IPS panel for good color reproduction, which is combined with a refresh rate of 144Hz for an optimal gaming experience, and the bezels are up to par. In fact, they are 5mm thick, which obviously gives it that nice sleek design, and at its core, a 24.9mm thick chassis includes a well-placed DC input, a USB 2.0 and 3.2 Type A beside it, a second 3.2 Type A on the other side, where you'll also find an HDMI port, an audio jack, a USB-C 3.1 Gen 1 port, and an Ethernet port. Now, within this 35.9cm by 25.9cm space, a set of 2-watt speakers will be found. MSI have their own onboard Nahimic audio stereo speaker setup, which can be troublesome at times if not installed with a proper guide, but it does make these speakers sound good.
Headquarters, this is 62-4. Go ahead, 62-4. We have the target on vision. Headquarters, this is 62-4. Go ahead, 62-4. We have the target on vision.
Below of it all, MSI have incorporated a red backlit gaming keyboard with a key travel of 1.7mm. It's also full size, which means it has a very minimalistic numpad and some hotkeys for the Dragon Center fan. I'm definitely in love with the font used here, and this has to be one of my favorite keyboard layouts yet. Oh, and here's how it sounds and what 1.7mm travel looks like. Trackpad, not a problem, although I do wish it was larger in size, but I really like the fact my palm doesn't interfere with the WASD keys while gaming. It does sound good, and it's simply the regular trackpad you will find on any budget gaming laptop, but I don't really suggest gaming with it. As for Bluetooth, I saw no issues pairing this up with 3 devices. It showed no lag or interference in between them. The webcam is just your standard laptop hardware, delivering 30 frames per second at 720p. Not the best quality, but that is literally most laptops on the market. But here's where things take an interesting turn. Inside its chassis, we've got a removable backplate that allows us to upgrade the RAM up to 64GB if we wish to do so, and we also have the ability to upgrade our NVMEs as well. Keep in mind, only the top of the line tier offers dual NVMEs, but they are upgradable across all tiers. We've got some good laptop thermals with dual fans, as well as some good heatsink placement and a well-rounded backplate that provides great cooling exhausts. All the way at the bottom, you'll find a 53.5 Wh 3-cell battery that has been delivering a total of 3 hours and a half while gaming. Note that my particular tier, the 11UE, comes with a 180 watt power adapter, but you will find 150 watt instead within the other tiers. The fans do kick in while playing titles or computing any heavy tasks, and they typically yield about 50 dBs from a POV perspective. It is an acceptable noise, but if you truly want to tweak those speeds, the Dragon Center allows you to choose from a pre-selected user scenario menu, or you can go ahead and add your own custom profile to it. Now, playing AAA titles have been no problem on this RTX 3060. In fact, across games such as GTA 5, Warzone, Sea of Thieves, and Forza Horizon 4 have been seeing some fairly decent temperatures, hovering around 85 degrees for the GPU and 88 degrees for the CPU while gaming. Running GTA 5 at very high settings was delivering a total average stable frames per second of 60. On the other hand, an FPS shooter like Warzone was seeing around 70 FPS on average with high settings. Forza Horizon 4 yields FPSs of 72 with ultra settings, and Sea of Thieves, which runs on the same engine as Fortnite, yields an average FPS of 110 with very high settings. I even went out of my way to install some Minecraft shaders and see how the game would perform. Yes, shaders in Minecraft looks absolutely bonkers, and I do truly think MSI are up to something good here for the average user. In fact, I was so intrigued by their performance that I decided to edit this whole video on it, simply because I know how heavy Premiere Pro can be, so it truly allows me to explore another testing route. This easily can become a productivity device if you're not only looking to game on it. I've edited assets for this video using Photoshop and Lightroom, and everything worked as expected. I do think this delivers high-end performance for such a budget. I mean, yes, they do cut corners by manufacturing a budget chassis, an okay trackpad, and a mediocre set of speakers, but I do truly think they allocated the right amount of money into their keyboard, the stability, as well as the internal hardware. And do keep in mind that this is an engineering sample, meaning that the retail units show better performance and are fully ready for benchmarks. If you've made it this far into the video, let me know with a hashtag budget, and also comment down below if you enjoy these type of laptop reviews. Don't be afraid to let the channel know whether or not something was missed, or if you feel like we should have added more into this review. I like keeping these short and interesting so I can get straight to the point. This being said, I've got a bit of a silver surprise next week. I will keep you guys posted through the medias. Take care.